Выполняется тест видеопотока. Сейчас кое-что хочу проверить, лагает ли у меня. Разваливается у меня на изображение на разные куски. Такое просто бывает на моей карте захвата. Приветствую, интернал. Добро пожаловать на стрим. В общем, я о чем думал. Гиперпанк у меня проходить... У меня ситуация такая. Я могу попробовать пройти на хорошую концовку. Но дело в том, что это не стопроцентное прохождение. Я пропустил некоторые пушки. И я не уверен в том, что мне хватит очков в гиперпанке. Поэтому надо перепроходить всю игру. Перепроходить всю игру на PS4, я не знаю, это 146 часов. Такое себе. И я решил... А почему Mass Effect не начать проходить? Ну, вот я и решил. Потому что Ведьмак прошел, а эта линейная игра находится быстро. Поэтому я хотел вам показать эту игру. Тебе, Типовцу. Вы элитные подписчики. Может быть, и Андрей зайдет в моду. Вот. Собственно, проходить будем на английском. Субтитры, конечно, будут. Просто озвучка тут в первой части, которая она есть, это ужасная хрень. У меня озвучка. Вот. Поэтому мы что делаем? Начинаем. О, поздравляю, молодец. Ну, круто. Круто, молодец. Так она. Хорошая игра. Найс. По сюжету так она вообще супер. Вот, мы начинаем. Закрыть. С первой части на английском. Английская озвучка. Вот. Что еще хотел сказать? Вообще я хотел начинать прохождение, это хотел сделать первой игрой, по которой у меня канал начался, но тогда у меня не было ресурсов, судя по всему, и это оказалось правдой. Вот, я, в общем, у меня канал, в принципе, хотел назвать Commander Shepard в честь Mass Effect серии. Вот, эта серия у меня вызывает отличные, теплые чувства, потому что я ее проходил не в 2007 году, мне тогда было немного лет. Да. Сейчас, секунду. Я ее проходил первый раз в 2015 году, всю трилогию я ее проходил. Потом я проходил ее в 2017 и в 2018 годах. 3 раза я прошел. Вот, значит, что еще? Предисловие тут, в принципе, будет. В прологе сказано, что вообще, что такое, что происходит. Вот. Музыка тут супер. Ну, вы сами, в принципе, видите персонажи. Это как вот в Ведьмаке, только линейная игра. Но заняться тут есть чем. Что еще? Это переиздание 2021 года. То есть тут улучшили первую часть, среднюю улучшили вторую, ну и третью. Там подулучшили. Она особо сильно не отличалась друг от друга, вторая, третья, а вот первая сильно в графоне отставала, не только в графоне. Без 5 минут ремейки уже нужен был бы. Вот. Проходить я эту игру буду по тому, какое количество вообще зрителей будет, потому что раньше, ну, я могу, конечно, стримить и превратить канал в прохождение Mass Effect, но сейчас хотел бы, чтобы много смотрел прям Mass Effect. Вот такой вот. Я играл в Mass Effect, но что-то перестал. В первую часть, получается, да, самое... Ну, то есть, это получается, самое... То есть, ты прошел половину или треть, или не треть. Вот. Ну, первый Mass Effect, он может так наскучить геймплеем и спокойствием того, что здесь происходит. Ну, это и объективно, потому что... Ну, все, в общем, объясняется в игре. Вот. Что еще? Что еще? Отправлю ссылочки всем, кому хотел отправить. Почему-то обложка не отображается. Печальненько. 2 часа. Ну, ты, получается, пролог прошел, да? Я понял. Ну, это начало буквально. То, что мы сейчас будем проходить. Я пока подожду, как кто-то там подойдет или не подойдет. Так, ну ладно, давайте начнем. Будем проходить на максималке. Ну, графика от PlayStation 5 не особо сильно отличается. Поэтому можно сказать, что максимальная графика. Так, настройки, графика. Это, знаете, вот такая вот игра, которая вот навевает теплыми такими ностальгическими воспоминаниями. Потому что игра в нулевых вышла, в начале нулевых. Она такая, и она отдает прям вот, отдает вот теми временами, вот тех событий, вот когда-то делать умели игры. Приоритет чистая кала, аппетит качества. То есть игра сделана очень хорошо. Сейчас я посмотрю звук. Все тут нормально. Управление не трогаем. Калибровка без понятия. HDR. У меня HDR нет. Конкретно сейчас. Приветствую, Чпоис. Добро пожаловать на стрим. Будем проходить Mass Effect. На гиперпанку у меня не хватит времени. Его надо проходить просто сначала. Я не хочу постоянно гадать, будет ли у меня 70% или не будет. В общем, и, ну, пушки там пропустил какие-то, в общем, по новой проходить. Вот. Что еще хотел сказать? Да. Сейчас мы, значит, начнем. Выбираю сейчас доспех из во флотзину, вторую по крутости в игре. Я помню этот доспех. Я помню, что я, по-моему, его не получил. Так, ну давайте новая игра. Ты больше не будешь Киберпанк играть? Я буду, просто у меня сгорел пердачел. Я когда увидел, что у меня также не прогружаются текстуры, как и раньше, я понял, что вот Гиперпанк я прошел, хреново, но прошел, а вот Mass Effect я вообще не записывал. У меня уже просто, вы понимаете, уже скоро он снится начнет. Просто эту игру смотрю, реакцию уже у английских пользователей, у английских стримеров, английских. Понимаете, я русских всех посмотрел, я на английский перешел. Такого вот дела, ситуация. Вот. Так, давайте новая игра.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Давайте, значит, я выберу по лору мужчина-солдат. Я за него 3 раза проходил. Я за него и буду проходить. Можно пройти за девушку, но я даже не знаю, за кого лучше пройти. Потому что Джейн Шепард тоже выглядит неплохо. Блин, даже не знаю, какой мне класс-то выбрать. Джейн Шепард, Джон Шепард. Блин, а вот не знаю, кого мне выбрать, серьезно. Сейчас я посмотрю. Так, как тут? Я хочу посмотреть, как у других-то, кого они выбирают в Николай Гришин. То есть, ну, пока кто-то там еще подойдет, я в любом случае подумаю. Так, просто я раньше думал, что точно буду за мужчину, а сейчас я уже точно не знаю, буду ли я за мужчину играть. Так, Так. Да, давайте все-таки за мужчину. Второй раз буду проходить за девушку. Вот. Сейчас давайте за мужчину. За крепкую мужскую руку. Ну да, так.
Please log in to Axe profile reconstruction complete.
Землянин уцелевший солдат. Не, я так не хочу.
Please log in to access your profile.
Мужского персонажа. Джон
Please
Шепард.
log in to access your profile.
Типа создания персонажа, я этим заниматься
Warning,
не
data
буду.
corruption
Тут очень
detected.
хорошо
Please
сделан,
reconstruct
собственно,
profile.
их внешний вид.
Confirm pre-service
Да,
history.
кого выберем? Сирот, ваш отец пришел на улицу Грумах моего улицы земли, вы из мира уличного насилия, преступных группировок. Понятно. Вы родились и выросли на Мендуре, небольшой пограничной колонии в Отеческом траверсе. Тут есть какие-то различия в сюжете в зависимости от пола? Ну, есть взаимоотношения с героями. Ты не сможешь замутить с некоторыми женскими героями, потому что они предпочитают мужчин. Ну вот. Поэтому тут такого, в принципе, а глобального нет. То есть никакого. То есть на отдельных персонажей. Как, в принципе, наша предыстория в Киберпанке никакого не влияния не имела. Давайте землянин.
Confirm psychological profile.
Безжалостно. Вы действуете согласно праву. Задача должна быть выполнена. Герой войны, уцелевший. В начале вашей военной карьеры вам пришлось столкнуться с происходящим противником, на то шанс на успех на ютубе, свою жизнь, чтобы спасти товарища противника, смелость военной героини, заслужение града и признание в войсках Альянса. Давайте.
Confirm
Солдат.
military specialization.
Тут разные есть классы. Я выберу за солдата.
Confirm facial identification.
Ну да, тут Шепард, конечно, выглядит лучше, чем в первой части, которую я проходил в 2015 году. Да. Так, сейчас. Ну что ж, начинаем.
Profile reconstruction complete.
По-моему, у меня субтитры не включены, что ли? По-моему, включены должны быть. Если не будут включены, я закрою игру нахер, чтобы не спойлерить.
Identification
вот, тут можно
confirmed.
настроить. Давайте легендарный режим, распределение выключим, субтитры включены, используем мини-отрядом все, автосохранение включено. Да, будет от 1 до 60 вместо 1 до 30. Максимальная сложность, субтитры. Да, субтитры, конечно же, будут. Иначе придется русский включать. Продолжить. Все, начинаем, господа, начинаем. Наконец-то. Супер.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets, learned to look out for himself.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Ой, это музыка! Начинаем. В 2148 году исследователи обнаружили на Марсе останки древней цивилизации космических путешествий. В течение нескольких последующих десятилетий артефакты открыли тайную науку удивительных технологий, позволяющих совершать полеты к самым далеким звездам. Основой технологии стала сила, способная сменить самотканное пространство времени. Эта сила стала величайшим открытием в истории галактики. Цивилизация, населяющая галактику, называют ее Mass Effect. Эффект массы. Видали, как я быстро говорю? Да. Ой, это музыка, ой, это вступительное начало.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. The board is green. Approach run has begun. Thrusters, check.
Фу, всегда мурашки по коже идут от
Check.
этого начала.
Internal emission sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Так, ну тут вариант ответа это отличается. Тут герой, тут отступник, тут нейтрал. Я выберу согласен.
They don't send specters on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Так, друзья, начинаем. Значит, выглядит игра вполне неплохо на 2К мониторе. Так.
Huddle up.
Чёрт, а как убрать-то?
You're good to go.
Твою мать, как убрать-то этот... Боевой режим-то. Это же не играл на консоли, управления, не знаю какой. Ладно, сейчас загрузимся. В общем, игра про будущее, как вы уже поняли. Так, настройки управления давайте посмотрим. Сейчас в игре изменим, конечно же, размер субтитров, да? Где все меняется-то у нас. Звук, не звук, не звук. Игра, может, или графика? Нет, игра, наверное. Блин, я не помню. Субтитры. Так, калибровка, может быть, в калибровке? Нет, не тут. Графика. Зернистость убрали. Приоритет к качеству. Управление, давайте посмотрим. Ага. То есть тут нам не показывают настройки, да? Интересно, ладно. звук, калибровка. Короче, будут жирные такие субтитры. Я не знаю, по-моему, это не то. Я хочу сейчас субтитры поменять, потому что они какие-то уж чересчур жирные. У меня прям в лицо это идет. Так. Игра. По-моему, тут. Распределение. Господи, блин, где эти субтитры? Это управление. Чувствительность камеры. Инвертирование оси. Понятно, блядь. А где субтитры меняются? Супер. Как поменять размер субтитров? Самый важный вопрос. Сейчас, секунду. Так, ясно. Никак не уменьшить на размер субтитров. Я не очень понимаю. Бляха-муха. Ладно, давайте. Да, я понял, что сменить оружие, снарядить, понятно. Мне бы как убрать бы. Это хорошо, что ты взял... Черт. Как убрать-то, ёпта мать? А, 2 раза... Блять, я что-то ничего не понимаю. Блять. Так, настройки. Почему я не могу изменить диаметр субтитров? Так, сейчас, секунду. Что-то я не очень понимаю. Хочу сделать как лучше, получается, как всегда. Так. Господи. Настройки. Интересно, они запихнули. Выйти из игры в настройки не запихнули. Удивительно. Так, новая игра. Сейчас хочу посмотреть. Субтитры, что только тут менять можно, что ли? Или меня уже в глазу дальше.
Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed. Please log in. Profile reconstruction complete. Identification confirmed.
Понятно. Размер субтитров тут вообще не присутствует, по-моему. Или мне кажется уже. Блин, я еще... уже залажал прям в самом конце из этих субтитров. Твою-то медь. Блин, вот она это, где меняется. Тьфу ты, все, пардон. Теперь все ясно. Тут меняется, оказывается. Ясно, понятно. А я-то искал, никак найти не мог. Проклятие. Ладно, все, теперь идем. 6.
just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Do you have...
Captain, you don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown...
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of humanity. The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Saul's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Альянс-система — это независимое наднациональное правительство, представляющее интересы всего человечества. Задачей Альянса является управление и защита станций и колоний, находящихся за пределами Солнечной системы. Альянс образовался как необходимая мера в процессе развития различных национальных космических программ. Планеты Солнечной системы были постепенно изучены совместными усилиями различных наций. Расходы на исследование новых систем были слишком велики для одного государства. Человечество понимало, что контакт с наземными цивилизациями неизбежен, поэтому было достаточно политических мотивов для создания организации, финансируемой несколькими государствами. Тем не менее, мало кто на Земле воспринимал Альянс всерьез до войны Первого контакта. Пока различные государства решали, кто возглавит освободительную кампанию Шанси, флот Альянса нанес решительный удар. По завершении войны действия Альянса были высоко оценены общественностью, что позволило ему сформировать собственный парламент и стать представителем интересов человечества в галактике.
Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counter-offensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
Первый контакт людей с земной расой состоялся в 2157 году. В те времена Альянс позволял исследовательским кораблям активировать любые найденные ретрансляторы расы. Ретрансляторы расы, входящие в Совет, считают такие действия опасными и безответственными. Когда турианский патруль обнаружил людей, пытающихся активировать ретранслятор, турианцы атаковали. Турианцы — это вот Найлус, который в начале был. Единственный уцелевший корабль людей отступил, ища убежище в колонии Шанси. Турианцы последовали за ними. В короткий срок, уничтожив местные силы, захватив Шанси, она стала первой и единственной планетой людей, захваченной расой пришельцев. Турианцы посчитали группу уничтоженных кораблей основной оборонительной силой людей. Они оказались не готовы к прибытию второго флота под командованием адмирала Кастани Дрешева, который, проведя контрнаступление, уничтожил серию турианцев на Шанси. Турианцы начали готовиться к полномасштабной войне, чем привлекли к себе внимание остальных обитателей галактики. Совет вмешался незамедлительно, объявив перемирие. К счастью для людей, война Первого контакта закончилась путем дипломатических переговоров.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council.
Нет, я это уж потом прочитаю, то мы избавляем динамику этими делами.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not going to screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I hope we get a chance to see him in action. I heard Nihilus took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
How do you control agents with unlimited power?
I suppose the Council could revoke the Spectre status of an agent who got out of hand. At that point, Citadel Security Services would take over.
Those C-Sec grunts wouldn't stand a chance. The Spectres were 20 ordinary soldiers. The Spectres police themselves. An agent goes rogue, they send another agent to take him down. That's Spectre justice.
The Corporal's confusing romantic legends with reality, Commander.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Давайте подойдем к капитану. Тут это РПГ игра, поэтому диалогов тут будет много. Если вам диалоги не нравятся, ну, они вам понравятся через какое-то время, потому что вы поймете, что тут происходит. Это нормально, так и должно быть, наверное. Начинаем.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Долго игры проходится. Ну, все три части, если брать максимальное вообще количество времени, если я не ошибаюсь, а я могу ошибаться, потому что давно проходил. Сейчас скажу, сколько времени занимает. 8. Ну, первая часть проходится за 80 часов, это максимум. Вторая за 120 или за 110. Третья за 120. Точно. Значит, получается, тут 230. Короче, 300 часов. Но 400 это если ты, не знаю, любишь мультиплеер. Тут есть мультиплеер Mass Effect 3 обычный, не Legendary. Еще есть Андромеда, но мы по ней потом поговорим. 4-я часть, скажем так.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Главное, что вы способны делать эту работу. Это верно.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of
вот видите,
galactic importance.
получается, протеанский диск, который нашли на раскопках Марса, продвинул человечество на 200 лет вперед. А вот то, что мы здесь можем найти, вообще может перевернуть, то есть мировое представление науки, например. Поэтому этот маяк должны мы получить скрытно, не ото всех.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Arkham Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Arkham Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
Какая-то каракатица.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission
Похоже
just got a
на
lot more
то, если бы у
A
какого-нибудь...
small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best
Какого-нибудь
chance to secure the beacon.
лавкрафтовского чудовища
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo
и
hold.
оно бы оказалось в нашем мире, в мире будущего.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up,
Ктулху
Commander.
версия
Going in.
22 года, ой, 22 века. Такая у меня была первая ассоциация. Хотя Ктулху я не читал. Ну, Ктулху, того, что вы сейчас увидели, есть нечто общее. Потом.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Блин, а хотел еще фишку сделать с уровнем.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I
Я
want
хотел
radio
сделать
silence.
флешечку с уровнем эпичности там, выводить его на стрим в различные ситуации, надо так в следующей стриме сделать. Такая будет шкала экшена у нас. 10 супер, 1 побочное задание выполнено. Рутинно.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Слушай, графон сильно подтянул. Вот с вами с первой частью, когда я проходил, это вообще по мне было земля.
Ship perimeter secured, Commander.
Круто вообще, очень. Давайте отряд вкачаем. Так, ну, естественно, солдат, боевое бронежилетные винтовки. Так, когда она откроется-то? Штурм винтовки 7 очков. Вот оно как. Ну окей, давайте тогда и пистолетики качнем. Так, следующий. Барьер. Давай. Те, что еще? Первая помощь. Следующий. Пистолеты. Дробовик. Ой, штурм винтовки. Самая лучшая концовка в Гиперпанке — это, наверное, концовка с Панам. Ну, не знаю, у меня Панам как раз кончилась, но лучшая концовка — это когда штурм идет одним. Одним идет чувак. Ну, то есть мной, игроком, да? Так, значит, сохранение. Почему у них Х? Почему Х большим буквами написано?
Place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Вот у нас обучение. Так. Так меняется. Супер. Так, дробовички у меня где? Вот винтовочка мне, пожалуйста. Так, бегать-то как? Вот на X бегать, отлично. Блин, какой-то неуправляемый становится тем, когда на X. Ладно, не важно. Да. Ну, слушайте, графон реально круто вообще смотрится. В первой части прям тут вообще кошмар. Панициллин. Так, ладно, погнали. Тут прям как будто извержение вулкана. Такое ощущение. Ну, потому что тут так много этого пепла горящего. Я на концовку с Панам прошел. Я прошел на концовку не с Панам даже, и с Бести еще. Вот, у меня 2 концовки проходила. Она секретно, мне не хватило очков, поэтому я и не буду. Поэтому я не буду перепроходить Гиперпанк, еще на самом начале. Ну, потерял какие-то там оружия. Так. Очень громко. Надо потише сделать. Или игру, или внутри. Хотя Наверное, у ВБС надо просто сделать. То, что я тут сделал, не важно вообще. Закрыть захваты видео. Так, сейчас чуть поменьше его сделаю. Так вот. Это вообще не то, господи. Чуть потише. На почти 1 децибел. Меня вообще хорошо слышно, когда я разговариваю, стреляю? Или плохо? Смерть!
Rip right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to carry on. We still have to find that beacon.
Aye, aye, sir.
Так, окей. Да, господи, знаю я. Я эту игру что-то раз уже.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
Много трупов.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Что ж, погнали. Блин, ну я приоритет качества поставил. Наверное, так хорошо смотрится, но это и хорошо, что на таких на максимальных настройках такой графон. Прям круто. Это хорошо. Да, я знаю. Сюда. Так, блад. Тут зачистили. Так, что у нас тут? У нас тут проблема.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They're better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself.
Move out.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench. This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
up hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Да, я до сих пор выкладываю эти шорты. А там, по-моему, закончится. Там последний был. Если я не ошибаюсь. Но это не точно. Такая вот шизофрения. Так, где у нас тут? Тут никаких улучшений нет. Ну, собирают эту просмотры, хорошо. Пусть собирают дальше. Это интересный факт. На первый Ведьмак работает на том же самом движке, что и Ведьмак. Тут и Mass Effect. Даже легче, чем на ПК.
Humans, thank the maker.
Последний шаг по Ведьмаку ты, наверное, публикуешь через несколько лет. Есть такое. Есть такое.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
А ты же еще второй раз Ведьмака будешь проходить, а там еще наберется. Ну да, это точно. И про... У меня канал тогда превратится в Mass Effect и будет... У меня тогда канал превратится в канал по Ведьмаку и по Mass Effect. Так, все тут спросили.
Did you notice a Turian?
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Я могу заткнуть его. Не, мы
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
пути героя идем,
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Какие лекарства? Галоперидол, что ли? Галоперидол плохо воздействует на людей. Давайте все-таки оденем на бошки эти шлемы. То без шлемов как-то не очень практично смотрится. Нахера я использовал панацелин, неизвестно.
Saren.
Какой крутой чувак. Прямо из гиперпанка пришел.
Nihilus. This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Да. Охренеть. Взял его и убил. О! Смотри, какой огромный. Жесть. Смотри, какой корабль-то огромный. Почти как 2 километра высоты. За корабль. Чё, на очереди стреляет? Дерьмо. Мне такое дерьмо не нужно. Снайперка, пожалуйста, мстите. Да. Ага. В смысле животные, в смысле люди в прошлом. Не те хаски, которых вы могли представить. Пошел нахуй. Оружие тут перегревается, но патроны не смысл показывать не так. Сейчас я... Battlefield 2042. Наиграл. Но мне хватило того, что говорят про это. Я в принципе понимаю. Потому что игра такой. Так. Что у нас тут есть? У нас тут какая-то хрень. Треугольник, нолик, квадрат, крестик. Окей.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Черт, не хватило.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Хватило героя. Блять, ладно, надо качать тогда. Обаяние, что ли? Блин, а у меня не вкачан. Блин, надо потратить следующие очки на это. Печально. А, у меня электроника низкий уровень навыка, что ли? Ёпарный театр. Отряд. Так, электроника. А у меня ее нет, этой электроники. Как ее... Как я это взломаю, если у меня электроники-то нет? Я ж солдат. Ладно, надо будет обаяние. Сейчас разработчики уже начали исправлять свои ошибки. Карты плохие делают. Класс 2. Ну это хорошо, это хорошо. Что они башкой начали шевелиться. Я не думал, что тут будет требоваться обаяние второго уровня. Охренеть. Я не помню такого в первой части. Жесть. Да, ну ладно. Ну ладно. Так, а эти фермер, можно с ним поговорить еще раз?
I came here to get away from this.
You need something?
I have to go.
Good luck.
Не, здесь не поговорить. Ну и фиг с ним. Да. Так, нагрузка, сохранение. А у нас сейчас 20-28. Ну, да, такой себе.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Сейчас подойдем к нему. Сейчас подойдем. Взять все. Это хорошо, что играть можно. Это хорошо. Так, что у нас тут? Есть что-нибудь еще? Нет ничего. давайте тогда. Почтим память Найлуса.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Set the charges, destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Ну что ж поделать, профессиональное выгорание, оно такое. Бывает. Ну да, я тоже заметил у него разницу между второй и третьей частью. Нормально, что не меняются. Было бы странно, если персонажи не менялись, как и люди. Так, ну все, тут мы зачистили. Вот тут какая-то еще хрень есть. Там еще какая-то хрень валяется, да? Ядерная граната, вы понимаете, да? Бьянка была бы идеальным лидером синих полосок. Да, она была бы единственным лидером, если бы она выжила в той стычке. Если бы Роше умер, она бы все решила. Что ж поделать? Такая вот ситуация. Так, давай про Mass Effect, про Ведьмак говорить поменьше, потому что есть люди, которые Mass Effect прошли, они просто смотрят реакцию и находят такие каналы, а тут мы будем спойлерить Ведьмак, поэтому тут поменьше будем говорить об этом. Как тебе Mass Effect, в общем, в начале? Правда, еще пролог не закончится, сейчас вот пролог будет закончен вот на этом моменте.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Смотрите, ее затягивает. Что-то, блин, затягивает эту британская технология. Понравилась британская технология, Эшли. И наоборот. Ну вот что-то с Шепардом непонятно.
No, don't touch it.
О, это британский трип хватил Шепарда. 2007-го, а переиздание 21-го, в котором мы играем сейчас. Еще бы годик, и ремейк делать нужен был. О! Корабль Сарана.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Видимо, британский трип и на него хорошо воздействовал. Он уж как разнесло. Понятно, нас нужно уничтожить. Отсутствие озвучки. Ну смотри, тут есть русская озвучка. Но это кусок говна. При всем уважении к людям, которые ее делали. Это кусок дерьма. Во второй и третьей части вообще озвучка.
Doctor Chakwas, I think he's
Может быть,
waking
это
up.
надо исправить? Не знаю. Dead Space вон выпускают озвучку. Ремейк, разумеется.
You had us worried there, Shep.
Неофициально, разумеется.
How are you feeling?
Короче, трип схватил Шепард какой-то с маяка этого. Маяк сдох. В общем, что случилось, неизвестно.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down
Его
there with
лицо
the
сейчас
beacon, I think.
отличается от любого
It's
лица,
my
которое
fault.
я видел.
I must
Да.
have triggered some kind of security field
Видно,
when I
что
approached it.
реально
You had to push me out of the way.
проапгрейдили графон. Конечно, в некоторых моментах это немножко страшновато смотрится, вот как сейчас у Эшли. Ну ладно.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off.
Все равно неплохо.
Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense
Кстати,
dreaming.
насчет русской озвучки. Тут есть моменты, где инопланетяне говорят. Да, они хорошо это сделали. Но есть моменты, где они просто забыли добавить фильтры. Они говорят, как обычный человек. Ну, то есть не должны так говорить, но он в одном диалоге он меняется 2 раза на... То есть обычно говорил с вибрацией, и теперь говорит без вибрации, как человек, а потом говорит, как инопланетянин. Это такой супер озвучка, потрясающая. Второе прохождение без озвучки мое было. Потому что ты посмотришь моменты в интернете с озвучкой русской, про которые я буду говорить в сюжете, и ты поймешь, что я был прав. Но это кал полный. Да, на деньжата немного распилили. Может, и не распилили, может, плохо сделали, неважно.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Да к тому же в следующих частях нет русской озвучки, нет смысла. Ты должен уже как бы сейчас привыкать к тому, как звучат герои. Ну и учить английский, куда же без этого. Я его худо-бедно знаю, но буду знать еще лучше.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job.
Ведьмак я проходил на том, что русская озвучка лучше, не русской. Это вот удивительный случай, когда русская озвучка лучше польской, там, английской. Мне нравится. Ведьмак на русском это прям по-славянски. Правда, от славянского там российского ровно столько же, как только и в русском. Но не важно.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Ненавидит людей.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Всего вместе, может быть.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Так, ну вот мы, получается, попали на борт нашей Нормандии. Мы сейчас в отсеке, где много всяких коробок. Это медицинский отсек. Нормандия, серва.
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Ну, да, тут много диалогов. Может быть, это и плюсы, и минусы одновременно. Ну, по-разному. Зависит от человека. Но по мне это плюс.
Yes, Commander?
Это лучше
Is there something you
раскрывает
need?
вселенную и персонажей.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Да пройду, конечно же. Куда я денусь. Но это будет точно после Mass Effect. А после Mass Effect будет Киберпанк, значит РДР будет после Киберпанка. Вот такой вот. Дичь. Ну как дичь? Просто я прохожу на 100% и это вот так вот я буду делать и дальше. Уж по-другому я не могу. Это устоявшийся мой стиль прохождения. Да и, по-моему, отчасти это стиль моей жизни. Брать по максимуму и делать по максимуму. Так, это комендант.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
What are licenses?
Many of the best licenses...
Not right now,
No
thanks.
problem. Keep checking back. Looking for supplies?
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased. But I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Ну понятно, это мы после улучшения пенициллина. А, ну это недорого. Эту хрень пока покупать не буду. Ядро корабля. Кодекс мы потом зайдем. Пролог почему-то кончился. Инженер Адамс.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Окей. Он может тут разгоняться, кстати. Тоже прикольно.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Да, давай, Джек, скажи. Обожаю этот момент.
Ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Рапорт патруля Альянс. Капитан Хенри Генсон зарегистрировал источник необычной энергии во время патрулирования скопления Аргуса. Его особенно интересовала система Гидры, но она получила приказ возвращаться в тот область. Ее команда смогла что-либо изучить. Будем отправляться в группу.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Около 1200 лет назад турианцам было предложено присоединиться к Совету Цитадели в качестве галактических миротворцев. Турианцы обладают самым большим флотом в пространстве Цитадели. Он является основой вооруженных сил Совета. По мере расширения своей территории и сфер влияния, турианцам пришлось положиться на опыт военной разведки соларианцев и дипломатическое искусство Азари. Несмотря на колониальные взгляды по отношению к остальной части галактики, правящие Арахия понимают, что в случае уничтожения двух других рас потери могут превышать приобретения. Турианцы живут в авторитарном обществе, в котором ценится дисциплина, высоко развито чувство личной и коллективной чести. Со времен войны первого контакта в 2157 году, который турианцы называют инцидент с ретранслятором 1014, между турианцами и людьми сохранилась давняя неприязнь. Тем не менее, официальные расы считаются союзниками, а их дипломатические отношения отмечены вежливостью и прохладой.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kaje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
«50 тысяч лет назад протеане были единственной расой, путешествующей по галактике. Их достигло стремительное вымирание. О них напоминает лишь наследие, оставшееся после исчезновения их империи. Считается, что они построили ретрансляторы и цитадель. Это позволило многим расам изучать галактику и заселять новые миры. Протеанские руины можно найти в разных частях галактики. Несмотря на то, что сохранилось они на удивление хорошо для своего возраста, работоспособные образцы древнейших протеанских технологий встречаются редко. Время и поколения мародеров опустошили их мертвые города и заброшенные станции. Существует мнение, что протеане вмешались в процесс эволюции более молодых рас. К примеру, на Кадже, родной планете Ханаров, сохранились явные следы для того, что когда-то ее населяли протеаны. Найденный на Марсе заброшенный наблюдательный пункт протеан стал причиной возрождения среди людей движения интервенционистского эволюционизма. Его приверженцы считают, что мифы о богах древних цивилизаций, это неверно столкнованные везде пришельцев.
After the Geths secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Очистив территорию от вражеского присутствия, гетто собираются насаживать тела убитых и раненых на механические шипы. Эти шипы быстро трансформируют жертв хасков, заменяя воду и микроэлементы в их организмах генетическим материалом. Гиперматериалы восстанавливают жизненный процессор в организме, превращая жертв в бездумные машины для убийства. Солдаты Альянса называют иногда эти шипы зубами дракона, ассоциируя их с легендой о мифологических воинах, которые выросли из посаженных в землю зубов дракона, убитого древнегреческим героем Кадмом. Зубы дракона и хаски мало похожи на остальные образцы технологий геттов. Никому не известно, зачем расе синтетических существ нужно выкачивать небольшое количество восстанавливаемых ресурсов из органических тел, но выгода от использования качества данной силы вполне очевидна.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems. After the Geth...
Очистив территорию от вражеского присутствия, гетты собираются и насаживают тела убитых и раненых. Гетты – раса человекоподобных существ, обладающих ИИ, которые объединены в сеть. Они были созданы 300 лет назад кварианцами и должны были использоваться в качестве солдат и рабочей силы. Когда гетты проявили признаки самоэволюционирования, кварианцы попытались уничтожить их. В результате разгорелась война, которую гетты выиграли. Это стало причиной систематического притеснения искусственного интеллекта в галактическом обществе. Особенностью геттов является уникальный распределенный разум. Поодиночке они проявляют рудиментарные животные инстинкты, но по мере увеличения их числа и уменьшения расстояния между ними, умственные способности каждого из них заметно возрастают. Находясь в группах, они способны размышлять, анализировать ситуацию и использовать тактику, как любая органическая раса. Гетты обитают в дальней части рукава Персея, за пределами находящихся вне закона систем термина. Между их системой и системами термина находится туманность вуаль Персея, состоящая из газа и пыли. В боевых скафандрах используется двухуровневая система защиты. Внутренний слой состоит из бронированной ткани, набитой материалом с кинетическими свойствами. Неподвижные места, такие как область груди или голени, усилены пластинами из облегченного абляционного керамического материала. Внешний слой составляют автоматически генерируемые кинетические барьеры. Если элемент питания обладает необходимым зарядом, при приближении объекта, двигающегося с определенной скоростью, барьер будет включен и объект будет отражен. Тяжелые скафандры обеспечивают герметичность, необходимую для нахождения в среде с экстремальной температурой и вредной атмосферой. В стандартную комплектацию входят микрокомпьютер, коммуникационный модуль, навигационная система и несколько датчиков. Микрокомпьютер выводит информацию, получаемую от системы интеллектуального наведения оружия, облегчая тем самым обнаружение и уничтожение врагов. Кинетические барьеры, в обиходе просто щиты, обеспечивают защиту от большинства видов вооружений, работающих с использованием ускорителя массы. Установленные на космических кораблях или на скафандрах солдат, все они имеют общий принцип работы. Кинетические барьеры представляют собой поля эффекта массы, создаваемые небольшими излучателями. Эти барьеры надежно отражают объекты, двигающиеся на высоких скоростях. Таким образом, обеспечивается защита от пуль и других опасных снарядов. В то же время пользователь может быть уверен, что сможет спокойно сесть на стул и что тот от него не улетит. Кинетический барьер не защищает от экстремальных температур, токсичных материалов и радиации. Ускоритель массы приводит в движение металлическую пулю, для чего используется электромагнитное притяжение и отталкивание. В боевых кинетические барьеры, в обиходе просто щиты, обеспечивают защиту от большинства видов вооружений. Системы термина находятся в дальней части оттического траверса, за пределами территорий, управляемых Советом Цитадели и занятых Альянсом систем. Они населены немногочисленными расами, которых объединяет нежелание принять власть Совета, либо несогласие с конвенциями Цитадели. Их независимость не дается им даром. В системах термина постоянно происходят столкновения. Войны между различными расами вспыхивают по мере того, как сменяются правительства и диктаторские режимы. В регионе процветает незаконная деятельность, в частности пиратство и работорговля. По меньшей мере раз в год флот из систем термина вторгается в оттический траверс. Обычно эти атаки представляют собой небольшие набеги на плохо защищенные колонии. Совет редко отвечает на эти нападения, так как это может спровоцировать обитателей систем термина объединиться против общего врага, что в свою очередь выльется в продолжительную, дорогостоящую войну. Совет представляет собой исполнительный комитет, сформированный из представителей Союза Республик Азари, Турианской иерархии и Соларианского союза. Несмотря на то, что Совет не имеет официального влияния на независимые правительства других рас, он способен принимать решения, которые имеют весомое значение для всей галактики. Ни одна из рас, входящих в Совет, не имеет влияния, достаточного для того, чтобы пренебрегать решениями двух других, и все они заинтересованы в сотрудничестве и достижении компромисса. Каждая из рас, входящих в Совет, выполняет свою роль в управлении галактикой. Азари обычно выполняют дипломатические и посреднические функции. Соларианцы занимаются разведкой и сбором информации. А турианцы предоставляют войска и служат миротворцами. Каждая раса, имеющая посольство на цитадели, считается ассоциированным членом Совета и должна действовать в рамках конвенций цитадели. Ассоциированные члены могут вынести вопрос на обсуждение в Совете, но в принятии решений они не участвуют. Альянс систем стал ассоциированным членом Совета Цитадели в 2165 году. Спектры являются агентами организации под названием «Специальный корпус тактической разведки» «Спектр» и подчиняются исключительно Совету Цитадели. Это элитные оперативники, которым позволено применять любые средства для устранения угрозы миру и стабильности. Они действуют поодиночке или группами по 2-3 человека. Некоторые из них являются тактичными миротворцами, использующими дипломатические навыки для разрешения конфликтов. Другие представляют собой хладнокровных убийц, безжалостно устраняющих проблемные личности. Все они так или иначе выполняют свою работу, зачастую выходя за рамки галактического закона. Организация «Спектр» была основана после того, как в Совет вошли соларианцы. Много лет ее агенты действовали скрытно, являясь тайной силой решения проблем. Их деятельность была обнародована только после восстаний Кроганов. Задания спектров не столь масштабны и не требуют военного вмешательства, но обычно они значат, что Совет обеспокоен ситуацией. Цитадель – это древняя космическая станция, предположительно построенная протеанами. С момента исчезновения протеан многим расам довелось назвать Цитадель своим домом. Станция является политической, культурной и финансовой столицей галактического сообщества. Интересы большинства рас представляют посольства, находящиеся в Президиуме, внутреннем круге Цитадели. В центре Президиума находится башня Цитадели, в которой располагается зал Совета Цитадели. Решения Совета часто оказывают большое влияние на все галактическое сообщество. От Президиума отходят 5 лучей, называемых жилыми секторами. Их внутренняя поверхность представляет собой города, населенные миллионами жителей со всех концов галактики. Цитадель практически невозможно уничтожить. В случае атаки станция складывает лучи, которые образуют непробиваемую оболочку. На протяжении всего периода существования станции поддержанием порядка на ней занимается загадочная раса хранителей. Биотика. Редко встречающаяся способность управлять темной энергией с целью создания эффекта массы, используя электрические импульсы мозга. Для того, чтобы биотик мог создать поле эффекта массы, достаточно сильное для практического применения, ему требуются напряженные тренировки и хирургически имплантированные усилители. Сила биотических способностей у каждого индивидуума и у каждой расы различна. Существует 3 направления биотики. Телекинез – использование снижающих массу полей для приподнятия и перемещения объектов. Кинетические поля – Повышение массы для блокирования и удержания объектов. Искажение. Использование быстро сменяющихся полей массы для уничтожения объектов. Представители большинства органических рас могут развить в себе биотические способности, но не следует забывать о некоторых опасностях. Биотики – результат внутриутробного воздействия нулевого элемента. Обычно это становится причиной смертельных раковых образований, но в некоторых редких случаях может привести к образованию в нервной системе плода особых утолщений. Или НЭ при подаче на него электрического тока начинает создавать поле темной энергии, которое увеличивает или снижает массу всех предметов внутри него. Это явление, получившее название эффект массы, нашло применение в многочисленных областях, начиная от создания искусственной гравитации до производства особо прочных строительных материалов. Наиболее успешно оно используется при перелетах со сверхсветовой скоростью. НЭ образуется, когда твердое тело, например, поверхность планеты, подвергается воздействию энергии, выделяемой при взрыве сверхновой. Этот материал часто содержится в осколках астероидов, вращающихся вокруг нейтронных звезд и пульсаров. Горные работы в таких местах очень опасны и требуют использования робототехники, средств телеприсутствия и защитного оборудования, чтобы работать в условиях радиации огромного уровня, исходящей от взорвавшейся звезды. Лишь немногие крупные корпорации могут позволить себе расходы, необходимые для разработки этих месторождений. Люди нашли очищенный образец нулевого элемента на исследовательской станции Протеан, находившейся на Марсе, что позволило им создавать поля эффекта массы и осуществлять путешествия на сверхсветовых скоростях. Нулевой элемент под воздействием электрического тока способен увеличивать или уменьшать массу единицы объема пространства-времени. Если подано положительное напряжение, масса увеличивается, если отрицательное – уменьшается. Чем сила тока больше, тем больше энергия поля эффекта массы. Поля, снижающие массу, используются для перемещений на сверхсветовых скоростях и для недорогих транзитных операций по доставке с поверхности планеты на орбиту и обратно. Поля, увеличивающие массу, позволяют создавать искусственную гравитацию и защищают корабли от различных обломков в космосе. В промышленности поля, снижающие массу, используются для производства равносмешанных сплавов, а поля, увеличивающие массу, для производства прочных строительных материалов. Военные широко используют технологии повышения маневренности. Корабли, использующие эффект массы, являются ударной силой большинства армий. Поля эффекта массы используются также для производства кинетических барьеров или щитов для защиты от огня противника. Уни-инструмент – это портативное устройство, сочетающее в себе микрокомпьютер, анализатор сенсорных данных и мини-фабрикатор. Уни-инструмент, отличающийся надежностью и разнообразием сфер применения, можно использовать для анализа и настройки на расстоянии большей части стандартного оборудования, включая оружие и броню. Модуль-фабрикатор позволяет осуществлять сборку небольших трехмерных объектов из материалов многократного применения, таких как пластик, керамика и легкие сплавы. Это позволяет осуществлять ремонт и модификацию на месте большей части стандартного оборудования солдат. Уни-инструмент входит в стандартный набор солдат и колонистов. Альянс систем – это независимые над...
Вы родились на земле, но никогда не знали своих родителей. Вы выросли на улицах, в собственной шкуре, познали тяжесть существования в трущобах мегаполисах родной планеты людей. Достигнув совершеннолетия, вы записались в войска Альянса в поисках лучшей жизни. Вы находились в увольнении на Элизиуме, когда началась Первая война с Кирингского Блица. Объединенные войска работорговцев, криминальный синдикат багрянцев, штурмовали колонию землян, намереваясь уничтожить ее. Вы объединили и возглавили разрозненные силы местного населения, отчаянно пытавшегося сдержать натиск захватчиков. Когда силы противника прорвали оборону колонии, вы в одиночку сдержали их и закрыли брешь в обороне. После нескольких часов ожесточенных боев прибыло подкрепление, которое разгромило силы противника и обратило их в бегство. Благодаря вашим действиям Иллюзиум был спасен, а вы считаетесь настоящим героем Альянса. Космические корабли, датчики. Задержка света ограничивает обнаружение целей, находящихся на большом расстоянии. В реальном времени работа реактивных двигателей корабля в районе ретранслятора Харон легко фиксируется с Земли, несмотря на расстояние в 5,5 световых лет, 6 миллиардов километров. Но заметит это на Земле лишь 5 часов 45 минут спустя. Фиксируется с Земли. Пять световых лет. Не понял. Как-то 5 световых лет, когда это спутник Плутона. Понятно. Ввиду ограниченной скорости света противник может видеть только когда он уже совсем близко. Поскольку существует СС-двигатель и СС-коммуникации, но не существует СС-датчиков, наличие фрегатов необходимо для ведения разведки и патрулирования. Пассивные датчики имеют высокую дальность обнаружения, активные предоставляют точные данные, полученные на небольшой дистанции. Среди пассивных датчиков можно перечислять телевизуально-термографического радиоэлектронного обнаружения, которое фиксирует перемещение объектов в космосе. Движущийся корабль выделяет большое количество энергии, система жизнеобеспечения выделяет тепло, электростанции, электрооборудование выделяют радиационный фон. Реактивный двигатель осуществляет выхлоп. Корабль отчетливо виден на фоне космического пространства, температура которого близка к абсолютному нулю. Во время сверхсветовых перемещение и использование пассивных датчиков допускается, но получаемые данные будут сильно искажены эффектом массы и эффектом Доплера. Так, давайте все-таки я это прочитаю потом. Надо мне зайти в этот... Тут фоторежим есть. Круто. Давайте отсюда выйдем. Пока что. Изменим настройки языка.
allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel. Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist and Visitor Board.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. The Council gave a
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel. Welcome to... On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly. Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel. Welcome to... On the far end of this level, you can
Tell
see...
me about the embassy.
The most recently added embassy belongs to
Why
your...
were people trying...
The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Так, предупреждение. Следующее сообщение было отправлено нескольким адресатам экстранета. С учетной записи, которой не удалось, требуется дальнейший мониторинг. Дорогой друг Биотик, ты получил это сообщение, потому что у нас общая цель. Немногие нас понимают и уж тем более поддерживают. Нам нужно держаться вместе. Мы должны построить наш новый мир. Присоединяйся к нам. Мы ждем тебя. Скопление это Хокинга. Только объединившись, мы сможем бороться с несправедливостью по отношению к нам. Понятно.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she would. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort? She entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers. Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
I'd like to hear more about the Council Chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council Chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the Council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the Council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against... Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Any particular reason?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
Who are you?
Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that... This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire. For a price, naturally.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
was rearranged 5 times.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Welcome. I am Nailina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What do you do here, Nailina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Это деду надо.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
Прикосновение через 4 месяца. Супер.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nailina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Окей.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Прикольно. А у него высокоскачанное обаяние. Нормально вообще. Так, давайте пойдем к совету, потому что мы тут уже все посмотрели. А нас ждет задание. Да? Президиум, по-моему, да? Президиум.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander? Commander? No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the ward.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Who cares if we get a seat on the council? What's the big deal?
If the council passes a ruling on an interstellar matter, we have to follow it. We don't have the fleets or political allies to defy them. Once we get a seat on the council, we'll be able to influence those rulings. Protect our own interests. No more jumping through hoops whenever we want something. Take this mess we're in now. If humanity had a seat on the council, we'd just send the Citadel fleet out to take care of Saren and his Geth. Problem solved.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. CSEC is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
That guy's up to something.
What guy?
The one over by the Keeper.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
Maybe. But I wouldn't believe everything you hear.
That's just it. I'm hearing it everywhere. It's not just isolated rumors.
Do you really think Saren could be involved in something like that without the Council knowing it?
Maybe the Council does know. Everyone already assumes he's just doing their dirty work.
That's dangerous talk. I'd be careful who you mention that to.
I know. But if it's true, shouldn't we be doing something about it?
No. And I'll thank you to keep me out of it if you do.
No, I haven't spoken to him before. This is the first time I've requested an audience. Commander?
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they'd take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
this one believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
You're creating a public disturbance. It's against Citadel regulations.
This one is unsure why the other would not wish word of the Enkindlers to be spread. Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
If that's all the CSEC officer wants, why not just buy the permit?
The truth of the Enkindlers is universal. This one humbly believes that the truth should not be suppressed. Exacting payment as a means of imposing limits upon the truth is an abrogation of this one's religious freedom.
So you're breaking the law by preaching without a permit right now?
The CSEC officer states that preaching in this place is forbidden, and preaching anywhere on the Citadel requires a permit. This one humbly submits that it is not preaching to state the truth of the Enkindlers, and thus no permit should be necessary.
Who are the Enkindlers?
Your people know them as the Protheans. They are the true creators of this one's people. The Enkindlers raised the Hanar from ignorance into consciousness by granting this one's people the gift of speech.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance. Please let this one know if success is achieved.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar.
I've argued with the stubborn jelly all afternoon. You are certainly welcome to try. Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should...
Why should the jellies get special treatment?
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just...
So, Williams, are you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the universe bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
One sec. Looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Excellent. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay, Jaleel. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorban, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
And why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do.
Hey there! Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore, and he started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance. I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist.
Shorban? That's the guy who asked us to scan the Keepers.
The Keepers? Well, even more reason to go after him. That's against regulations.
I better look into this right away. Find out what he's up to.
Anything's possible with Shorban these days. Well, good luck.
Hello, Commander.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Так, друзья, вынужден закончить, потому что походили сегодня нормально. Иначе пришли искать, выполнили ли задание, которое нам рассказывает про вообще все, что здесь произошло. Ну, не все, конечно. Но, в общем, увидимся с вами, скорее всего, завтра. Будем проходить также этот любимый Mass Effect. Всем спасибо. Всем за просмотр. Всем пока-пока.